Hi guys, welcome back to another movie review here at Midnight Dollar Feature. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Zoheb. I'm sorry what's going on with my hair up in here. Yeah, look, I'm back. A little bit of a hiatus, but I'm back. It's been a while since I've been to the movies, but this week I've got two. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Blink Twice. So Blink Twice is it's a tough movie to describe. I think the three movies I could kind of compare it to are primarily Get Out, the Jordan Peele film. Don't Worry, Darling, the Olivia Wilde movie, which didn't really work. And The Menu, which I thought was underseen and underrated. I thought that was quite good. Yeah, like, it's kind of like one of those movies where you're kind of following this protagonist who is just brought into this situation or location and, come to find out that they're kind of there to either die or be used for nefarious purposes. And because you are looking at it through the protagonist's eyes, the mystery is unfolding as they're sort of discovering the mystery. So it's kind of one of those. Interestingly, this is directed by Zoe Kravitz, and Zoe Kravitz, like it's her directorial debut. And if you don't know who Zoe Kravitz she is the daughter of Lenny Kravitz. She kind of comes from royalty, um, you know, for lack of a better term. And she is in Batman, the Batman. She is in X-Men First Class. She's been in a bunch of shit. Like Zoe Kravitz. You'd be like, oh, okay, it's Zoe Kravitz. Um, Look, I thought that this was pretty okay. I was a little disappointed, only because I was expecting, I don't know, kind of like a banger out of the gate, and maybe that was a lot to put on Zoe in her sort of like directorial debut. I thought it was like shot immaculately. I'm just having a look here. It was shot by Adam Newport Berra, who I haven't really heard of, but I mean, the cast here is absolutely stunning. So Naomi Aki plays the lead, and she's from Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, and she was in something else pretty big recently. Let me just have a look. So she was in Master of None. How could I forget? Love Master of None. And you know what? You can cancel me. I love Aziz Ansari. Channing Tatum's also in this, but Christian Slater, Simon Rex, Adria Arjona, who is kind of like very much on the rise. She was in Hitman, the Linklater movie that just came out with Glenn Powell, and she was in Andor as well. But Kyle MacLachlan, Haley Joel Osment, Gina Davis, who when she popped up on screen, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" It's Gina Davis, and Alia Shawkat from Arrested Development. How could we forget? But yeah, like without spoiling it, it is just one of those movies where the mystery unfolds, and you're kind of just like, "Oh, okay, like that's what this is." And then once you kind of like, I think for me, once I once it's revealed what this is and what's happening and in the way that it does, it's not quite as effective as Get Out. It's really trying to do something incredibly similar with a different sort of theme. So where Get Out was about race, this is about abuse of power, especially against women. And I don't think that it did that effectively, only because I'm not sure what the message of this movie is. Like, what am I supposed to sort of walk out and think about what this movie was trying to say? And I really can't tell. I think there are a lot of like sort of like devices in this movie that kind of like unravel over time, and they use very effectively. There's two particular sort of like potions that are kind of like used in this movie to different purposes, and you kind of just need to go with it. And your enjoyment may vary, like whether you can sort of like sort of like suspend your disbelief about some of these things, but ultimately, I just kind of walked away from it very sort of like confused and a little bit muddled. Um, it didn't really sort of like hit home for me in the way that I hoped it would. But yeah, like look, this it's worth checking out on streaming. um, I hate saying that, but I'm always like a champion for like movies and experiencing them in cinemas when you can. But I thought it was just so surface level. Like it didn't really scratch the surface of what it was trying to do, and I think, especially for the main theme of what it's really going for, you kind of really need to dig deep with this theme. You can't really just have a surface like it just impacted on the surface, to quote A New Hope. You can't have that with this theme. But I thought it was fine. Yeah. So look, that's Blink Twice. Go check it out. Maybe not on the movies, maybe on streaming. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. See you guys.